Thanks so much for being here tonight. This is our MeWe Metaphysics and Wellness Fair for energizing body, mind, heart, and soul. We have events throughout the Northwest and online. We've had online fairs now for 2.5 years. Thank you so much for participating in having our community move forward and expand online. Tonight, we have 11 practitioners that are here sharing our work. We'll go through and do 1-minute intros to get a sense of who we are and what we're offering. And we'll share a bit about the talks that we're doing. And then we're going to answer questions from you, the audience, in a free audience Q&A panel. And then during the next 3 hours, practitioners will be in breakout rooms, and you'll have an opportunity to move from room to room to get to know the practitioners. There are many talks they'll be offering, chat with them about sessions. There'll be a set of public breakout rooms and a set of private breakout rooms you'll be able to go to if you want to do a session with a practitioner here at the fair, and you get to do them in private, more private than it is at a fair where you're sitting with all kinds of other people. People have been appreciating that experience of being here online and the intimacy that we have, even though we're through electronics. Let's see, there are so many great practitioners here today. We have some that are new to our online events. Let me get back to my list. And all right, here we go. So yeah, practitioners, go ahead and take a minute and share about what you do. And I will put it on speaker view here so that you can come to the front. So let's go in order. Well, let me skip around. We're gonna start at the bottom of the alphabet here. So Wyatt, Susy, Shelly, Hofberg, and then RaShar. So go ahead, Wyatt.
I am usually not first on this list, so this is fun. So hi everyone, my name is Wyatt Larson. I am a shamanism practitioner with The Wildwood Hollow. You can find me at thewildwoodhollow.com or shoot me an email at thewildwoodhollow@gmail.com. As a shaman, it is my duty to have a foot in two worlds, to be able to walk that fine line between spirituality and physicality, to be able to help and glean information from my clients to help them move forward in their path of healing, whether they are just starting or continuing it. I perform a lot of different services. My main one is a shamanic healing, which includes extraction, soul retrieval, power retrieval, and the whole lot of it. If we're in person, which I'm starting to think about opening up in person again, I do aromatherapy, sound healing, crystal therapy, crystal laying, my own kind of version of Reiki that my spirits have taught me, just a whole bunch of things. But for now, I am long distance and everything is just, you can't have aromatherapy, but I can do pretty much most everything. I do also create amulets. They are called scythens, and I empower them upon, or create them and empower them upon your ordering. So whatever they are.
This one way to walk.
Well, that was fun. Whatever they are carved from, it is intuitively chosen from 5 sacred woods that I find here in Eugene, Oregon, and then empowered with a spirit that is going to help you with your goal that you would like to achieve. So anyway, if you have more questions, I am absolutely here to answer them. I will be doing a wonderful talk / guided journey at 7:30 today about our tongue as sword, scalpel, and pen. So it'll be a very interesting experience for us to experience our power and who we are in a very different fashion, in a different perspective. So yeah, anyway, thank you, and super excited that we're all here together.
Thanks so much, Wyatt. All right, Susy. And then after Susy, we have Shelly, RaShar, and then Mary.
Hey, I'm Susy Parker Goins of Blue Lightning Healing and Blue Lightning Healing Meditation. You know me as a channel who brings through divine in such a way that it's accessible to you. My physicality will change sometimes, you know, like Archangel Michael's got this big broad chest, and Gaia just feels like a nice cup of hot Earl Grey and a scone in a window. It depends on who comes through, but it's the guide who is most accessible to you to help you on your path and to teach you things, to answer your questions, and to help you take with you tools that you can use on your own path. I'm going to be talking in room 10 at 6:45, and it's going to be about energy cords. We'll talk about the basics about it, and I'll give you a technique so that you can learn how to cut cords every day when you need to. I also have a podcast called Blue Lightning Healing Meditations. You can find it on Spotify and Audible, Transformation Talk Radio. Go to anchor.fm or my website at bluelightninghealing.com, and you'll have access to whatever you need. And I do the same thing. I talk about stuff that's intriguing me in the moment, and I'll do a meditation to go with it. I've conducted interviews with dear and cherished practitioners. And yes, I'm looking at you, Wyatt, and looking at all the other practitioners like, I want to talk to you all too, because it's so exciting to know that there is such a breadth and scope to healing, and it's not limited to one way of thinking. And I think that's represented in the fact that we have so many different practitioners with a variety of modalities that suit anyone. You'll find the one that you'll need, and that's the purpose of growth, is finding that which resonates with you best. So my website is bluelightninghealing.com, and you can email me with questions at Susy, that's SUSY, at bluelightninghealing.com. I'm looking forward to having a fabulous time. Thanks so much for coming.
Thanks so much, Susie. All right, Shelly Hofberg. All right, where is Shelly? Great. Shelly, are you ready?
Hi. Yes. Hi, I'm Psychic Shelley Hofberg, and I'm the host of the Psychic Horizon radio show on Blog Talk Radio, which I will be planning to contact members of the panel to be guests. And I specialize in tarot clairvoyant readings. I do not ask for and I'm also a medium and a pet psychic, and can read past lives. And I'm going to be talking about Meet Your Spirit Guide today, a lecture, and the 4 clairs, how to develop your clairvoyant senses.
All right, great. Thanks so much, Shelly. All right, and RaShar, Mary, Lizzie. Go ahead, RaShar.
Hi, I'm RaShar Divine. As I've said, I am an ancient art shaman, trained classically. I'm also into astral dimensional work. I do have a couple of talks today. Awakening Lines, exactly what I do believe that was Susy was speaking about. And all of us in different modalities, us light workers, starseeds, whatever label you put on it, opening up our abilities and becoming more accessible to everyone now that we are in the age of the Aquarius. I also have a talk about the hot word that all my clients seem to talk about is twin flames, and the difference in the myths of that dynamic and how it's become very generic now in being the hot spiritual topic. Not sure what room I'm in, have no clue, but you can contact me at soulsovereigntysolutions.com.
Thanks so much, RaShar. And I'm excited about your talk too. All right, let's see. We've got Mary and then Lizzie and then Kathie.
Hi, I'm Mary Gleason, and I am a psychic medium. I do a lot of my work connecting with past loved ones or your spirit guides. I also like to scan people's chakras and see where they might be experiencing some blockage or stuckness. I'm going to be available to do readings tonight. I'm also going to do 2 talks on the same topic, being woo-woo in an engineered world. And that's going to be especially interesting for people who find that their psychic abilities, their intuitive knowledge is growing and growing and growing, and not quite sure how to let that shine through in a world that otherwise demands everything be measured. So I look forward to seeing you there. Oh, and my talks are at 6:30 and 7:15. I too don't remember which room.
Thanks, practitioners. It's such a journey, switching everything around, fitting everybody in. All right. So we've got Lizzie and then Kathie and then Karen.
Hi, everybody. I'm Lizzie, and I do soul contract charts. So your soul contract chart is based on the vibrational frequency of the letters and sounds in your name, and it describes in detail the energies of your karma, talents, and goals for this lifetime in both your physical and spiritual realms. So your soul contract will go together with other charts that you might already have, like an astrology chart or a human design chart. And the soul contract chart will fill in the gaps with actionable information and advice about health issues, relationships, career paths, that kind of thing, family dynamics. I'm really excited to be here tonight at the fair, and I'll be giving 3 talks in breakout room number 5 at 6:30, 7:15, and 8 o'clock. Stop by, I'll answer all your questions, and you can find me online at yoursoulcontractchart.com. Thanks.
Thanks, Lizzie. All right, we've got Kathie, Karen, Donna, and then Shelley J. Miller. Kathie.
Namaste, everyone. My name is Kathie Pham, and I'm here in Seattle, Washington. I'm an intuitive reader, and I love to use play, humor into the information that I share with you. So sometimes I can look at past lives, your chakras, but really it's to help others to tap into their own intuition. That's the power that therein lies. And my main practice is Kundalini Kriya Yoga, and I've been a practitioner for the last 10 years. So if you're looking for Sangha, community, connection, a place, a safe space, an inclusive space to be with like-minded folks, they say that the power of meditation, silence is full of answers. So I'm here to help serve you in the best way possible. I'm in room 3 at 7 p.m. giving a talk on the power of Kundalini Kriya Yoga and how to tap into your intuition. And let's play and have fun and see what we can do to help each other out and build a stronger community and a stronger humanity. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks, Kathie. So happy to have you here. All right, we've got Karen, Donna, and then Shelley J. Miller.
Hello, my name is Karen Coccia with KarenCoccia.com, and I'm here to connect people with the lives that they came here to live, to really get all of the stuff out of them so that they can completely turn back on. At any given time, we're weighed down by Akashic records that are outdated, contracts that are no longer valid, emotions that we've taken on and integrated into our bodies. And I work through energy healing and really clear out all of this stuff that isn't truly part of your makeup, reconnect you in with your soul blueprint and get you back to living the life you came here to lead. I'm going to be giving 3 talks today, one at 6:15 on emotions, one at 7 o'clock on why reading our Akashic records is not enough, and then a healing session at 7:45, and I'm in room 2. I look forward to meeting with you all. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much, Karen. All right, Donna, and then Shelley J. Miller.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to tonight's MeWe Fair. My name is Donna Sauer. I have a PhD in biology, and I taught for many, many years in medical sciences at the university. I'm a Reiki master, and I have studied on the reservation and practiced Lakota healing traditions, which I incorporate into my healing modality. I am an animal communicator and an animal energy balancer, healer. And I also do doula work, which is with animals that are just about to cross over, are crossing over, or have just crossed over, or crossed over many, many years ago. My work always asks for the permission of the animal as it honors their unique psyche, their unique spirit. And I've always done with the animal's highest good. In my energy work, I do balancing and healing. I'm doing it long distance, which is quite okay because we're all doing energy work here tonight. So energy work knows no boundaries, knows no place or time. And so it's quite, we are quite able to work with you tonight in that sense. I work with the animals on their physical, emotional, although most of their emotional problems are absorbed from people. They don't have their own emotional problem unless they've been abused or something. And the spiritual, mental level. I also talk with them about their guardians' concerns. any messages that they would like to share with their guardians. They generally come through at a higher level and talk about their divine contract with their guardian, what they're trying to do with the growth of both of their souls on this path. And it's really kind of interesting, very interesting to see their personalities come through and have them discuss what they feel is their responsibility at this time. So I work with intuition, I mean, and I also do some healing using crystals, colors, animal essences, oils, essences of oils, different kinds of herbs for like worms and that sort of thing. But all of it, of course, being sent through an energy intention. So I'll be giving 2 talks tonight, one at 6:15 and one at 8 o'clock. Title will be Recognizing Animals as Divine Spirits Connected to the Recognizing Animals as Divine Spirits Connected to the Divine. I'm in room 1, and I'll also be available to do private readings tonight. You can also reach me. My information is on the chat that Laureli listed. My phone number is there, my email, and you can also reach me at my website. It's drdonnaac.com. So have a wonderful time tonight, and hope you learn a lot and have some wonderful healings. Enjoy.
Thanks, Donna. All right, Shelley J. Miller, you made it. Would you like to introduce yourself? Where is Shelley? There you are. You're
Shelley,
muted.
you're muted.
Yeah, let's get you unmuted.
There we go.
All
Okay.
right.
Made it under the wire. All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Shelley J. Miller. I am a psychic. I'm a medium. I read the Akashic records, and I'm a spiritual life coach using the focus of Jesus's teachings in A Course in Miracles. I am known for my accuracy. I've had my gifts all my life, and I've been reading and coaching professionally for 30 years. I read at the mastery level, and I have all 5-star reviews if you want to look me up on Google. You can bring any question, any connection you want to make, any problem you want to heal. That's what I do with the help of spirit and my coaching. I'm at ShelleyJMiller.com, ShelleyJMiller.com, 949-237-2960. I'm talking tonight about how to accelerate your spiritual awareness, and that will be done through some of the teachings that I use in my podcast called Finding Your Peace. If you go to my homepage on my website, you can watch all my podcasts for free. If you're looking to find your happiness, your inner peace, heal your issues. So I'm doing that talk early tonight, I think it's 6:15, and then I am doing readings, private readings at a deeply, deeply discounted rate just for the fair. So welcome all, glad to see you.
All right, well, thank you so much. I know I need to introduce myself, and then just one other little technical thing we have discovered. I updated Zoom, and it seems that no one can private message themselves unless maybe they are a co-host like Gio and myself. Gio, you can private message people, right? That no one else can private message anyone but me, or maybe Gio?
Yeah, I think I can.
Okay, so practitioners, we may make you all co-hosts, but if you don't feel comfortable enough with technology, we don't want to do that because you can accidentally close the breakout rooms. So yeah, so we're going to figure out what, I'm poking around in my settings to try to figure out what's going on. So just let you know that we're working on that. Gio, I can't find it.
Yeah, I was doing the same thing.
I can't find it in the settings.
I know, I can't either.
Like there's a bug. Yeah. All right.
I'll keep working on that in the background.
I'll share a little about me, and then yeah, I'm talking about the intuitive panel. Sorry, everyone, we're down one assistant, so Gio and I are just like, we're holding it all up tonight. So I'm Laureli Shimayo. I'm an intuitive eye reader and a body psychology coach. I read your eyes, like eyes are the window to the soul. So I read your eyes using a set of archetypes that describe your purpose, your soul, your purpose, and all sorts of ways that you show up authentically in the world. I answer questions on your purpose and then help you see if your career path is aligned with your purpose. You can show me photos of people you're in relationship with, and I can talk about you and them and how you're similar and different. strategies for places where things are more challenging. And I love to use this work for matchmaking, both for business and romance. If you're single and you're looking for a partner, you want to add a partner to your life, I can help you find someone that's aligned. It's different than a twin soul, which is why I'm so interested in going to the twin soul talk and find out like what we do and how it's related and different. Yeah, so eyes are a window to your soulmates too. And then also for business, I help hire people that are a great fit for the role, for the culture, for the team, etc. I love my work, and I'll be doing samples later tonight at 8:30 p.m., assuming everything flows smoothly tonight. Or I'll just be doing it in the main room while I do admin. All right. Well, thank you everyone for being here. We are getting ready to start our intuitive panel. And I put some information about it in the chat, but I don't think I've someone said they were new. Freya, you said you were new. So anyone that's never asked a question on our intuitive panel gets to the front of the line. So if you want to ask a question of the intuitive panel, let us know in the chat right now. I guess you get to message everybody or me directly because there's all these messages down at the bottom. Yeah, so you have to let us know that you want to ask a question on the intuitive panel. We've got someone in line already, so we're going to start demonstration. So practitioners, keep in mind, let's go quickly so we can get through as many questions as we can. And then, okay, well, yeah, so if you're putting in the chat and you want to ask a question, confirm that you want to ask a question and let's get you in line. So Tammy is first. Tammy, where are you? Are you here? Yes, Tammy is here. Tammy, what is your question for the intuitive panel? And then several practitioners will answer. Did you want to unmute and just share it with us, Tammy? Where are you? I see you here. And if you're not ready, we will jump onto someone else too. All right, let's see. So I'm getting so many messages.
All right, let's see. Well, can you hear me?
We can, but you're echoing. Do you have any other device on nearby?
Yeah, I had to switch devices. Give me 1 second.
So you've got two devices, yeah. I can move one to the breakout room if I know what it is.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, great. All right. I'll spotlight you. Okay, what is your question?
Well, I'm trying to figure out where my path is supposed to be. My whole world has changed.
And could you just move the phone a little bit so the sun isn't on it? We can't quite see you. Okay, great. Oh, great. Okay, yeah. So I particularly want to see your eyes. All right. So you want to know about your path.
I mean, I went from having, well, but from having this humongous family to being all alone.
All right, practitioners, if you want to answer, go ahead and raise your hand in Zoom so I can see that you're ready. And just a request of everybody else that's not speaking, if you could stay muted until we are ready for you. So practitioners, who wants to share? Maybe I'll just say it while we're waiting for practitioners to rate. Oh, okay, let's see. Actually, Wyatt's ready. Go ahead, Wyatt.
You can go first.
No. It's all right. It's all right.
So Tammy, I had pulled a wind from you, my wonderful wind bag here. I worked very intimately with the wind as a spirit and as a helper. The wind that came through was Vejamate, and this time that you're experiencing, though it is very hard and probably a time of grief for you, that is totally okay, is also a time for you to find who you are and to replenish, to really replenish, to be able to grow again.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't feel like replenishing by any means, you are now in a place of no wind. You're in a place where you are still. By all means, feel the grief where you're going through, but sit with it. And once you are able to get through all the different stages of grief and really feel it, start to really find what makes you happy. Find what replenishes you, what provides you nourishment in a spiritual aspect. Maybe food too. Maybe look at your diet a bit, but definitely spiritually, like what are you going through and what are you really able to nourish and find happiness and joy again, and who you're surrounding yourself with.
Not from all alone. I was married for 30 years.
Well, there's always a new beginning.
Right. Yeah, I'm beginning from very, very, very beginning.
All right, so we got, I know a few of us have some responses. You're done, Wyatt? Okay, Susy, go ahead, Susy.
Hey, Tammy. It's along the lines that Wyatt is going, started us on, is that it is in the destruction that the stuff that's no longer serving you is falling away. I can understand how a marriage of 30 years, having that end is difficult. You're going through a grieving process for that. But it is in the destruction of everything that you get to clear out. And this is one of those, like, it feels like just clearing everything out of the way so that nothing's left. I don't know. I'm hearing that there are all sorts of myths surrounding things being cleared away, even those things that the hero or heroine loves. But this is an opportunity for you to sit with yourself. Gaia comes forward and she says, yes, so you get to sit with yourself. Kuan Yin asks you to have compassion for yourself. Who is this? This is, yeah, I can't tell who is coming through, but there is so much emotion that you are releasing, and it is all right to feel the feels. It is for you to feel them and then to release them so that you can move forward. You are choosing a new path. This is, oh, it's Hecate. She is saying you are at a crossroads and you need to clear out this white noise in your head, and you will choose paths for growth to help not only yourself but for those around you. And you are drawing to yourself these who care deeply for you, deeply for they have much concern for your growth and for your health. And this is a very strong feeling coming through. So I have to breathe. They ask you to breathe through this too, because
It's a lot, huh?
yeah. Whoa, mama. No wonder you're all kinds of discombobulated. This is huge for you. So at this crossroads, calling on Hecate and these dark goddesses to help you do this incredible shadow work that you have in front of you. First and foremost, you are not doing this on your own. You have people all around you who, and in spirit form and in human form, who will help you find your path, who are like, I see this road in front of me, and you've got people with flags going here, take this step, take this step. Follow those cues that you are receiving so that you can move forward on your path. And even just in hearing that, I feel a lot of that emotion having just been assuaged for a bit, just kind of moved aside. Following your path, it is there, but getting through the grief so that you can see the signs along your path. These are signs, these are symbols that you have set up, and that you will know. Writing is included in it. So write down things that you are thinking in the moment, write down these things that you want to pay attention to. It is in the writing that your soul will come up and like out of water and be able to breathe again.
So I have to do my automatic writing again. I stopped doing it.
Yes, ma'am. Yep. You're going to get a lot of information that way. And I feel that you're very good at automatic writing because it gets your conscious mind out of the way, and you are writing spirit, you are writing source. And that is very beneficial, not only for you, but for others you share it with.
Yeah.
So I just want to reiterate, you're not alone.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Thank you.
All right, we've got others in line. So yeah, Susie got some extra time there, so everybody go quickly. And I would say, Tammy, I'll just say, in your eyes, you have 1 or 2 doses of the priestess talent, which is all about emotions. And so you feel them more deeply than other people. So that's part of why you feel this deeply, so painfully too. All right, so we've got RaShar, Shelly, Mary, Karen, and Donna. Let's see if we can get everyone in briefly to answer. Go ahead, RaShar.
I was going to say that I teared up. You are a priestess. I had to breathe. Did you not hear the crows in the background? That is transformation. They are asking you to transform. They come into your life. I bet you've been seeing them. You probably haven't even noticed, but as soon as you logged in, I heard the crows in the background. Yeah, they're hollering at you, following you around. It's time to let go, to transform. And sometimes you just have to let go and let things that need to leave, and let things that are supposed to come in. And when we're used to having our life in a certain way, and we have these preconceptions of what we want our life to look like, we don't want to let go. But as soon as you let go, divinity will come in and you'll be more aligned with your purpose. Like, I am tearing up. You were in pain. That's what I want to say.
Yeah, you won't, if I even told you what happened to me, you guys wouldn't even believe it.
I believe it. I can feel it and I can see it.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, RaShar. All right, let's see. We've got Shelley J. Miller. Go ahead.
I'm going to make this really brief because you've been hearing the right stuff. Remember that Holy Spirit is your God self, and it's the bridge between that part of you that's never left the source and this fragment of you who's experiencing the pain of separation from your source that's within you. The kingdom of God is within you. So this is an opportunity for you to grow and advance in an amazing way, and you are going to come out on the bright side, guaranteed. I want you to know that. You're going to look back at this and say, thank God. And I know that sounds crazy, but you will. And if you will begin to sit and let Holy Spirit, your inner teacher, be your guide, call on your God self every day, and know that, because that we live eternally, sweetie. And this is just a place where you have an opportunity to heal your mind. And that is from judgment. That is what we think other people did to us. And we came in with those belief systems, and a miracle is a change in perception. So keep in mind that you are going to look to heal your mind through this by seeing things differently, and your inner teacher will show you the way. You'll have your more intuition. You'll have an aha moment when you ask Holy Spirit. It will be so interactive pretty soon for you. And so when you get still and still your mind and let go of your judgments and your grievances, you're going to go forward in peace. This is going to be an absolute epiphany for you. There's a whole lighthouse that I see, that you're going to become a lighthouse for others. So I wish you the best, and it's not going to take as long as you think.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, Shelley. All right, Karen, and then Donna.
Hi, Tammy. So some of what I have to say actually echoes what others have been saying. When I tapped in, I saw this path, and it's very, very clear, and it's very direct. And it was this feeling of chaos leaving behind you and moving forward. And it feels as though you were holding on to things that weren't necessarily serving you. It was something your human was really connected to, but it was something that needed to fall away to get you back on track for what you came here to experience and live and share with others. I'm sorry?
My life's purpose.
Exactly.
It had to happen.
So,
It had to happen.
right. So I was hearing noise and distraction is what you're leaving behind. And the path was very clear going forward. So it's really about identifying the emotions that you're going through, allow yourself to experience them, and then release them, just like you're releasing everything else that wasn't serving you in this life. And you're going to come out the other side really powerful and very clear.
Thank you.
Great, great. All right, Donna.
Hi, Tammy. I have just a short message for you from Ta, T-A, which is the great buffalo. And he asks you to lean on him. And I'm getting tears because he's asking you to lean on him. He has a big, warm, woolly side, and you can just sit down and lean up against him anytime you want to get strength. He brings strength, and he brings the resilience of the buffalo clan to you. And I do want you to know that in Lakota tradition, there are 4 of everything, 4 seasons, 4 stages of life, 4 directions. And Ta comes from the north. And the north is the direction of great winter storms and chaos. And so he comes to you to bring you calmness and healing. Is very strong. And he says, if you happen to hear any loud stomping outside your bedroom window at night, that's him stomping, just to let you know he's come in person. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Thanks, Donna. And Mary, I've got you up here just because you wrote something in the chat, and I'd love it if you could just give it voice to everyone. I think it was great.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, people pretty much covered what I wanted to say, but you started out with your question about, when will I find my path? And I think what I most want to share with you is we are never off our path.
Where is it heading towards?
Yeah, well, we're never off our path. We're going through exactly what we need to go through to learn what we need to learn. And I'm with everybody else. You are going to come to this, not tomorrow, but you're going to look back at this and not love what happened, but you will appreciate the teacher, because this is just launching you into something you can't see right now, and you are exactly on your path. So hang in there. You're not alone. This is going to serve you in a positive way as much as it hurts negatively right now. And even just saying that, I can breathe better. Oh, your heart is so heavy. So thank you, Laureli.
You're welcome, Mary. All right. Thanks, Tammy, so much for asking your question. All right.
Okay.
Getting us started on our intuitive panel. All right, let's see. So I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Drea is next.
Hi, how are you? How's everyone?
Oh, let's go see where you. I'm gonna remove my spotlight so I can try to find you.
Oh, I just asked, when will I meet my soulmate, or have, how can I say, a very honest, loyal, good relationship?
Great. It's totally optional to turn on your video. If you do, I can spotlight you, but you don't have to do that.
Oh yeah, I'm a nurse. I don't want to reveal my eyes, if you will.
Sure, that's fine. That's fine. All right. So when will you find your
Thank
soulmate?
you.
All right, practitioners, what do you want to share about that? Some of us, okay, let's see. So Mary, go ahead. And then let's see, we have, I'm going to have Shelly H go after that. She hasn't shared yet. So Mary, you can jump.
Okay. Drea, as soon as you asked your question, what came to me from spirit, it was pretty loud. It was pretty loud, that said, you wanted to know when you're going to get that true loyal relationship. And it's as soon as you let yourself up off the mat. There is just something about what's happening for you that makes you feel victimized, and we all get that way from time to time. Soon as you step into that power you've been dancing around, you're going to attract the person that wants that from you. Okay. And I can't tell you, I feel like your spirit guides are standing right behind me, just pushing me, saying, make her stand up, make her own it. She's so powerful. Stop all this. And as soon as you do, that's when you're going to meet the person that is deserving of you and respectful of you and you of them. So if that sounds harsh, it's spirit.
No, not at all. Thank you. No, I'm a tough cookie. I appreciate it. Just when you think I'm trying to do it, I'm not doing it enough. So thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Great. All right, Shelly H, your turn. Except you're muted. Let's get you unmuted.
It's nice to connect to you again. Thank you for coming out to the MeWe Psychic Fair.
Thank you.
I'm really feeling right around October, the month of October, which we're going into like a Scorpio Libra time, that I feel like an October time is kind of when things will turn around with your love life. I feel that you're doing a lot of healing, you know, that there's some wounds from the past that need to be healed. That's maybe why the relationship is taking to October, because this is a time for you to kind of go within, meditate, and work on yourself and clear out past feelings from other relationships you had, because I feel that this relationship that is coming in October, November, that this is going to be a twin flame. And a twin flame is somebody that's it's two hearts coming together as one heart. And I'm not sure what state you live in, dear, but I'm kind of feeling that he may be either in the Seattle, Washington area, or that he may be somewhere in Oregon. So I feel that he may be living in a different state than you. And it feels like you would be connecting with him online. And that's how you're going to meet him. And there is you might ask Laureli about her matchmaking service. She has a matchmaking service. Yeah, so you might want to ask her about that. But I do feel that you're going to be connecting with him online, and you're meeting him in October. Then as we get into December, January, February, you're going to be making a decision at that time if you're willing to relocate. You know, to the Seattle, Washington area, or to Oregon, because it feels like at that time the relationship becomes more serious, and that he is going to want you to be able, for you and him to be able to be together in the same location.
Thank you. I'm in New York.
Oh, all right, that's good. That would be quite a move. That would be quite a move for you then.
Yes, yes. But I have spoken to, you know, people on the West Coast, if you will. So thank you so much.
You're welcome,
I appreciate
dear.
that. And thank you for having me. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
All right, great. Okay, Susy, and then Shelly J. Miller, if you still wanted to go.
I'm in alignment with what Mary Gleason has said. It's like when you have a relationship with yourself that is solid and that you trust yourself, and then that allows you to find your passion. Because if you're living your passion and doing those things, you're not spending, your focus is on doing those things that you love. So you're not like a kid in the backseat going, are we there yet? Are we there yet? You're focused on what you're doing, and that's going to draw and magnetize you, if you will, in drawing that soul to you. You've got a couple out there who are not quite in alignment, but you know, it's all kind of fuzzy because we're focused on you. So work on your relationship with yourself, value yourself, and you will draw those who value you.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm a Leo. I'm a sucker. I'm a giver.
And then Shelly,
Thank you
did you
so
want to
much,
share
Susie.
also?
Basically, it's been covered. I saw you walking up a hill, which means some kind of restriction, some kind of struggle, and you're looking down all the time. And I agree with Susie, and I don't know what the first practitioner's name was, but said is that I feel like you're focused on more of the lack of having than you are on loving the self, and knowing that, you know, there's this saying by Florence Scovel Shinn, who was a wonderful metaphysician in the 20s. And Blessed Mother Mary, when I was channeling, told me this about me: what and who is yours will come to you. There isn't any way that can't happen. And so if you can trust in God's timing, for these things, and keep working on yourself. I also feel like there's some level of belief where you don't really believe it's coming, and there may be a little worthiness issue in there, and it shows itself in you as some level of defiance, like, but I am too worthy, and that kind of thing. But I think if you check within yourself, there's some place where you could use some self-love. So I would just do that and trust in God's timing, and enjoy every day and work on yourself. And I echo what the other ladies have said, but truly what it and who is yours cannot be missed. Okay, so have some faith in that, and now I just saw the playing field level out. Instead of going up a hill, you're on a level playing field. So there's progress when you shift a thought form in your mind. The restriction and the resistance goes. You see? Okay, all righty. Thanks for asking the question.
No, thank you. I appreciate that. Like I said, when you think you're doing something right, I need to do much more than what I'm doing right now, which is meditation and releasing. You know what I mean, and healing.
But not with any blame. But not with any blame. Just with self-love. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I needed to hear all of your words. Thank you.
Great. And Kathie jumped in too, so you get another answer. Go ahead, Kathie.
Hi, Drea. Thank you so much for asking your question. I was just listening and feeling out your energy, and something that stood out a lot to me was that it's like in your past relationships, there are repeated patterns, or repeated emotions or attachments. And you're at such a pivotal point in your life right now, because like all the other practitioners had said, you're on a journey to look within now. And what I got that popped out of me is that ask yourself, and if you can write it down, even make a list for fun, right? Not making it a serious thing, but what do you want? What do you need? And who do you want to be, right? What are your values? I think Susy G said that. And so if you make that list, it helps your mind redirect, and, instead of what's wrong with me, right? Or is it me, right? In the past, because you too also have blamed yourself a lot. But remember, it takes two to tango, right? Yeah. So evaluating each relationship, but having a good observer's point of view, because in that way of evaluating, emotions may arise. Breathe through it. Talk to practitioners, talk to somebody you trust to help guide you through this, because it may be emotional upheaval, but it's exactly what the doctor has ordered, so you could transform yourself into who you truly are. So great work, and keep it up.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Well, thanks so much for asking your question. Drea, am I pronouncing your name?
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, so thanks so much for jumping in and letting us share. All right, we've got time for one more question, and Cindy is the next one that's in line. So Cindy, it's up to you if you want to share your video, and I'll spotlight you. And I did get your question, but do you want to voice it out loud, or what would you? Oh, there you are. Okay, let me spotlight you. All right, great. And let me say one quick thing that I neglected to say before the other questions. If we go deeper than you want us to go, or talk about topics you don't want us to talk about, please let us know so we can change course and honor you. And that'll be the big thing I'll share right now. Go ahead. What is your question?
Hi, I'm Cindy. I asked the question earlier. I wasn't quite sure which question I wanted to ask, but I put it in the chat box. Do you still want me to repeat it?
Well, yeah, so that way other people can know what your question is. Yeah, I think that would be great. I can read it out too if you want.
Okay, yeah, you can read it out if you don't mind.
Sure. So you said, is being a healer and astrologer, following a spiritual path, the most important thing I should be doing, and will I be successful at it? Great. And I'll say a little bit just while others are getting in line. So I also see that priestess talent in your eyes, and so priestess is likely the most spiritual, and I feel a lot of spaciousness in you too. And so to me, yeah, definitely being a practitioner, it doesn't necessarily have to be those things, but definitely being a practitioner and healer totally seems like it's on your path. And it sounds like you have some lessons in believing in you, and those are the biggest things that would be in your way at this point. But I totally think you can make your way through that. We are all learning our lessons as part of sharing our work with others. All right, let's see. So I've got several practitioners here in line. I think Karen, why don't you go ahead and go first? Oh, you're muted, Karen.
I think I got pinned as I clicked on mute and I disappeared from where I was clicking. Sorry about that. Hi, Cindy. As I was tapping in, instantly what dropped in is that you have the ability to heal in everything that you're doing and in every interaction. So it's not necessarily so much about what chosen title you go with, but really all around, you're just able to open your field and sort of share a lot of healing in the exchanges that you have. And as I'm saying that, my entire body is getting covered with like goosebumps and tingles. I don't know if you're getting any of that, but it's for me a really big confirmation when something is accurate. So I just invite you to maybe be open to things as they come and not necessarily drill down into one or two things, but really just go forward with that intention of healing in all interactions and see what comes and what might develop as you go forward.
Thank you.
Great, thanks so much, Karen. And then RaShar, did you want to go?
Yeah, I wanted to say when she came up, I saw a lot of wordiness, like she mentioned, Karen, issues. I know because I personally went through this. I feel like you're a Hayoka. I don't know if you know what that is.
No, I don't.
A Hayoka empath is one of the most powerful empaths because they can mirror everything. You can heal instantly on a lot of different levels. Being that said, you have this issue of really believing in yourself. I went through this personally myself for a couple of years when all I had to do was make the decision. You already know what your path is. You know why you came here. Don't let anyone else get in your way. You know why you're here. You're just asking us to reaffirm something you already know. Like she said, I can see a lot of powerful healing. Like you can speak it into being and it happens, don't you? Oh yeah. So you have to believe. Stop. Actually, I hate that word. I don't like to say believe. Know it. You can believe something's possible if you know inside of yourself exactly who you are, why you came here. Nothing can stop that path. I just wanted to say that, and hopefully that helps you, because I personally had to learn that lesson. And if it's a shorter way for you not to learn that, I want you to know that. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, RaShar. All right, Kathie, and then Shelly.
Karen, RaShar, you guys are like hitting it right on the head. Like, this is amazing. Like, when I saw your eyes, the first thing I got was you are like a child of 5, very childlike, curious, open-hearted, open-minded. And I wrote this down right when I saw your picture come up. Basically, anything you touch will turn into gold because of your positive attitude. You have that natural healing light. And what RaShar said, like adding on to that too, like you're a rebel, you're a maverick. You just need a little bit of community, a little bit of connection, the right confidence in you, but you'll see that you already have it within you. And when you're a natural healer, and anything that you're naturally attracted to. So right now it may be astrology and healing. And remember, with healing, there could be Reiki, crystal energy healing. There's so many modalities of healing that you'll start. The most important thing is to start, play, have fun, like approach in life. And then you'll see that you'll meet different people who have different advice, or you'll learn different modalities, and you are just naturally evolving and be yourself in terms of go where your heart leads you. And as a natural healer, because you take on a lot of energy, you're like a conduit, right? You naturally do it. So let's say you're at the coffee shop, you're having a conversation with somebody, you may be aware of whatever it is, but that conversation may have helped that person. You just never know. But your mere presence is just a natural healer. So as a natural healer, because you take in a lot,
make sure to separate that energy between what's yours and what's not. So go to nature a lot. What I see is water will heal you. So you live near a body of ocean, or you can even take a, a bath, if you have a tub. But as much as you're healing, make sure you're taking good care of yourself as well. So you learn, ways to which to clear your energy constantly, so that it's not combined so much over time. So awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great. And then Shelly JM and then Shelly H. And please be brief. We're getting close to the end of the time.
Yeah, let me keep it really short. Hi, Cindy. If you will, I think what will ease it up for you is because I feel like there's self-doubt. And if you will understand that you're here to serve and you ask Holy Spirit every day, where do you want me? Where would you have me go? What would you have me do? Who would you have me speak to? And what would you have me say? It puts it in the realm of service. And I feel unworthiness. And that is from the original separation. That's just the guilt that we all feel that we're not worthy of. And I talk about that in my podcast, but I feel like if you, like I do in my readings, if you do in your healings, when you look for what is the gift to you and what you're learning through the whole process, it's an amazing gift, because then you see there's a give and receive. You see what I mean? And it takes it, it makes it more of service and a learning experience for you. So there's always a brilliant aha. It's like every time you sit down to work with somebody, it's like a Christmas present, and you're unwrapping, you don't know what's in it. So I think that will brighten it up for you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Shelly. All right, Shelly H., go ahead. And you're muted still.
Hi, Cindy. The first thing that I was picking up, that in addition to doing astrology, that you were going to be adding another intuitive tool to help, open up your intuition. And I felt that you were going to be doing tarot or oracle cards in the future, and that you were going to combine the tarot with astrology, because of the major arcana of the tarot. It is linked to astrology. So I saw you kind of combining, opening up, expanding your horizons. That you're very intuitive, and that you need a channel for your intuition. And I felt with your astrology readings that it was going to be more love astrology, relationship astrology, and I felt so astrology, using astrology to help people know their soul purpose. You'll do some career astrology too, but I felt more specializing in relationship astrology. I felt you were going to get more clients for that were interested in that. And I felt that you would do the soul astrology. And I saw you on Zoom. I didn't just see you doing it privately, privately one-on-one, but I also saw you in Zoom and are on Facebook Live doing your readings there. And so it looks like you are adding a new tool, but you're also going to be reaching a lot more people, not just the people that are in the area that you live, but more nationwide. I do feel with the healing, that your healing practice, that there might be like a healing center that you find out about, that you may be networking and working with, and that there's going to be one or two other healing modalities other than the healing that you do. There's going to be one or two other modalities that you are going to be learning. So there's a lot of expansion and growth in your business, and networking and getting yourself out there.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm a Reiki master and I do Archangelic light as well. So
You do what, dear?
I'm a Reiki master and I do Archangelic light healings.
Oh, how nice.
Great.
Yeah, so that's kind of recent for me, but I haven't really, started a business yet. So it was so enlightening to hear what everybody had to say.
Great, and Donna wants to share also. So thanks so much, Shelley. Go ahead, Donna.
Hi, Cindy. This is just kind of short, but I just wanted to talk to you just a minute or two. I forgot the other lady's name that said about your Heyoka. Okay. In Lakota tradition, the Heyoka is a medicine man who's a contrarian, and she did mention your contrarianness. Okay. And I bring it up because it is they do everything backwards. Okay. They come into the lodge backwards instead of crawling in, they walk in backwards and all kinds of things. But the idea is that it is the strength of the opposite. And also because Lakota have huge humor. So they understand that by being contrary, you are exhibiting a strength and people trust you for that. And I always remember when we would leave the lodge after we had done our sweat lodge in Nipi, our medicine man would say, I hope you all have a wreck on the way home. And we just laughed because we knew it was his love coming through. But he was emphasizing it by being the contrarian, not the sweet, sappy, oh, we love you, we hug you, blah, blah, blah. So I just bring that up because that is a strength in your being that you have. And I'm not saying for you to say that to somebody. I'm just saying recognize that you have that contrarian strength, and it will allow people to trust you and believe in you. And when people believe in you, then the healing is so strong. So enjoy.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
That's great. And then I want to mention too that part of what we do, part of what we do in our MeWe community is we support practitioners that are growing themselves in various ways, stepping into being a practitioner, exploring new modalities. So I wrote in the chat too, but we have not only these fairs, we also do panels, and so those are opportunities to be around lots of other practitioners and get practice of how what you see as answers comes through relative to others on the panel. And we now have learning circles and practice circles, and we do training panels where we help people step up into being on panels, and so all kinds of different supportive resources for us in community. And I can't remember, you said you're in North Carolina yet. We don't have fairs out in North Carolina yet, but I know there are going to be some other local events too, so great. Thank you so much for your questions. Thanks so much for coming. All right, let me get myself.
Thank you.
You are very welcome. Get myself out of the spotlight here. So we didn't have a chance to answer everyone's questions. I know there are a few more in line, but what we're getting ready to do now is we're going to move into breakout rooms. All the practitioners will be in breakout rooms. And if we didn't get a chance to answer your question, you can hop around from room to room and chat with practitioners tonight, and some of them may give you some answers to your question. Practitioners will be giving talks all night. I put something in chat a moment ago. Let me put a few more in. The talks that are coming up first. And I'm so sorry, Zoom updated and it changed some of my settings. I don't know how else they changed. So I don't know what else changed. At 6:15, we have our first set of talks. We have 3. We have Recognizing Animals as Pure Spirits Connected to the Divine with Dr. Donna Sauer. We have How to Accelerate Your Spiritual Awakening with Shelley Miller. And we have Emotions, Freeing Ourselves from the Roller Coaster with Karen Coccia. If you are able, if you've updated Zoom, you probably can move from room to room on your own. Sometimes you need to get sent into the first room by one of us, and so Gio and I will be helping do that. The breakout rooms are divided into 2 sets. There's a set of breakout rooms that start with numbers. They list the practitioner's name and their modality, and those are the public rooms, and you're welcome to move in and out of those throughout the whole event as much as you want. You can always come back to the main room too if you're in I'll talk about technology in a moment. There's also a set of private session rooms, and they say private session rooms, so please don't go into any of those unless a practitioner says that they want to go there with you. There is I'm going to share this spotlight. Oh, Gio, I can't spotlight this thingy. That's right. Well, there's one there's one individual here in Zoom that is the schedule of talks, and so you can always go to that and pin it, and you can always see the talks that way. We also have one room that is it has the flyer of practitioners and all of our contact info, and it has the schedule of talks. You can always move in and out of that room. Let me see, what else do I... Well, yeah, so practitioners, we're all going to get ready that you can go to your rooms, and then everyone that's attending, you're welcome to move from room to room as you want. If you want to move to a breakout room, if you've not done this before, if you're on a computer, on the bottom of your screen there should be 4 little squares together that'll open up a panel for breakout rooms, and you'll see the list of breakout rooms. It might say join next to a room that you want to go to. It might have a number, and that tells you how many people are in the room. If you hover over the number, it turns into join. Just click that button. If you're on a phone or a tablet, tap it, and on the top left, I believe it says breakout rooms, and if you tap that, it'll show you a panel, again, that has the list. You might not be able to move at first. I'm going to be putting messages, should come by at the top of your screen. I'll be broadcasting messages throughout the evening about what talks are coming when, so you know what rooms you might want to go to, in addition to the schedule. And I put an information in the chat, which I should put here again too, which is about entering into a drawing for a free 30-minute session with one of us of your choice. That's something you can do at any point while you're here tonight or soon after the fair. We'll give you that link later too. Yeah, so if you can't figure out how to move into breakout rooms, hang out here in the main room and we will help you move around. At any point, if you want to come back to the main room, at the bottom right of your screen, click leave room, and it'll pop you back into the main room. On a phone, tap your screen, and on the top right, I believe there's the leave and leave room. If you get popped out of Zoom at any point, just go back to jointhefair.com and you can come right back in here. Yes. Okay, let's see. So practitioners are asking. So practitioners, I recommend that you go hang out in your public room as much as you like. That's how people know where to find you. You're welcome, though, if you want to take a break and come back here to the main room, or you can bop around to other rooms and check out with other practitioners and talk with them. But yeah, the main place that people know where to find you is your breakout room. If you want to do a session with a practitioner, please, we'd love for you to do sessions with the practitioners. Chat with the practitioner about that, and unfortunately, you might not be able to chat directly with them, but when you're in a room, you can write something to them. If you want to send a message to me, I will work on getting it to the practitioners. But coordinate with a practitioner about doing a session. They offer specials on their work, so you can do it at lower prices today or in the near future for some of us. And what was I going to say about that? And there are the private session rooms, so you can connect with a practitioner in a private session room after you coordinate with them. And let's see. So practitioners that are here for the first time that don't know the whole schedule, and let me put the breakout rooms in the chat so everyone sees what they are. Let's see, so the breakout rooms are labeled just as what I put in the chat just now. For the private session rooms, it has a practitioner's initials and then says private session room. So practitioner, if you were asking about that, it's your initials and private session room. So you'll see you have a room just for you. No one else should be in there, and so you can use that for private sessions as much as you want tonight. All right, okay, someone wants help. Gio, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you go to room 3 for help?
Yes.
Okay, great, thank you. All right, so does anyone want to go somewhere and they don't know how to get there? And sorry, everyone, we usually have one more assistant helping, and we don't tonight, so. Yeah, any talks that anyone wants to go to. And then, let me see. I know we've got some background noise. Let me work on the background noise. Okay, great. Yeah, and let's see, I'm going to have to, let me
The person in room 3 moved.
I'm sorry, what?
That person in room 3 moved.
Okay, it was Kathie, I think. It's her room, maybe? Is it? So if you can find Kathie, she might want help. Oh, I think that you can message me or message everyone. If anyone's stuck and wants to get to a room, and you can also unmute and let me know where you want to go. Oh, and I'm not posting this perfectly in the broadcast, but it's getting up there. Okay. Yeah, so does anyone want help getting anywhere? I think that you can chat me if you want help getting somewhere. And go ahead and unmute if you have somewhere that you want to go and you don't know how to get there. And I've still got the recording on, so let me close out the recording. Thanks so much for joining us. We've got so many other events coming up. For example, Wednesday, July 28, we have a panel on mediumship. Saturday, July 31, we have a panel on crystal skulls and channeling. Sunday, August 1, we have a panel, training panel on anything and everything. And on August 3, we have a panel on self-image and self-esteem. You can see so many more of our events happening at MeWeFairs.com. That's MEWEFAIRS.com. We have live in-person events coming in the fall. See you soon.